I haven't written a single email or used Google search in the last 30 days. And that's because of Bob, my OpenClaw AI assistant who does it all for me. He does my research, he writes my emails, and he even opens a browser and fills out forms when I want him to. Today, I'll show you the 3 skills that make this all possible. I've been running this setup for the past few weeks and I genuinely can't imagine going back. So let's get into it. So the first skill is called Deep Research Pro, and this is the one that killed Google for me. Now here's the problem with Google. You search something, you get 10 blue links, you click 5 of them and you realize half of them are just SEO garbage. And 20 minutes later, you've got 7 tabs open and you're still not done with your research. Does that sound familiar? This is where Deep Research Pro completely changes the way you do research. You give it a simple prompt or a question, and it goes out on the internet and searches multiple sources. It cross-references those sources and comes back with a full report. And it also includes a comprehensive citation. And this takes about 5 minutes compared to 1 to 3 hours when you're doing a Google research. Let me show you. So here's a prompt I have, which says, research the current state of AI startups in the UAE. Funding, key companies, and government initiatives include sources. And about 4 minutes later, it comes up with this research. So you can see this was compiled on March 14th. So it's got the big picture. So it's saying that MENA AI venture funding hit 858 million in 2025. UAE captured 60% of it, which is pretty good because the UAE is growing when it comes to AI investments. And it's also telling me that the UAE now has 12 plus AI unicorns with a combined valuation of 17.2 billion. Now, this is all really good, especially if you're starting some sort of AI venture in Dubai, basically. And it's also given me the top startups. So we have Expansio, we have Mal. Now, Mal is something that I'm personally familiar with. And then there is Applied AI, G42, and a few others. You can also see that it's giving me an idea of the type of funds that are investing in AI startups. And it's also given me some reasoning as to why UAE is becoming a global AI hub. And this is really nice because I'm in the UAE and I'm working on an AI startup myself. And this sort of gives me that confidence and all of the key statistics at a glance, right? And then what's next? And also you can see like a full list of sources. Now this is extremely comprehensive. And to be honest, guys, like this is the kind of report that I do for my client work. And I can tell you that 9 out of 10 times a report like this, you might need some slight edits when you're putting it into a PowerPoint. But other than that, this is pretty much ready to go. Now, to do this manually, you're looking at around 2, maybe 3 hours of Googling, reading, and note-taking. Now, research is great, but what if your AI could go beyond just finding information? What if it could actually do things on the internet? This is where the next skill comes in, and this is Agent Browser. This is one of those skills that made me feel like I was living in the future. So Agent Browser gives your AI a real web browser that it can control by itself. It can navigate websites, it can click buttons, fill out forms, extract data. An Agent Browser is a smart automation, unlike NA10, which are like hard-coded automations. So what it means is that if there's a website and you're doing something over and over again, NA10 is good for that. But if the website changes, for example, if they change some sort of code around, then that's where things get tricky. And this is where Agent Browser becomes useful because it can navigate those website changes, essentially. It can also scrape data and create lead lists. And finally, you can use it to personalize your CV on the fly and fill out job applications. Now, the reason I came across this skill is because I was creating an automation for a friend of mine. So the way how it works is that you feed it a CV and then it will look at your CV and it'll apply to jobs that you are qualified for. But the thing is, it'll personalize your CV for each job title that you apply to. And you just leave it running overnight. And what it will do is it will just fill out a bunch of job applications for you. And it can go through different sorts of platforms when it comes to job applications. And let's be honest, all these job applications are hosted on these shitty platforms, to be honest. So let me show you how that works. Find me strategy or marketing jobs in Dubai from Dentsu. Use a headed browser. So I'm just going to leave it just like that. Okay, so it's signing in using my LinkedIn. So it's moving on to the next page, work history page. Now, obviously, it might be a bit slow just waiting for me to see this finish, but this is where you just put it on autopilot, give it your requirements, and yeah, just go outside, touch grass, or go take a nap. Okay, so now we're at the review page, and this is a really good thing because I've given OpenClaw command to not submit my application till I review all of this, right? So if you trust it and if you just want to submit your application, that's fine. But I'll quickly review the information over here. Okay, so all of this is right. So all of these role descriptions were done on the fly. And you can see it's actually created something very close to what's in my CV. And this is really good. I mean, it's rewritten a lot of the bullet points, basically. Now, when everything is right, what you could do is you could literally just press the submit button and you're done. Or if you don't want to do that, you can just tell OpenClaw to even submit it for you as well. So you can see it's given us a summary. It's just said personal info populated, 7 work histories, education, application questions answered, privacy notice accepted. So you can see it's saying just the submit button is right there. I'm stopping here since this is a demo, don't want to actually submit. So as I said, just for the purpose of this video, it's not going to submit the application. But if you wanted to do that as well, it can totally do that. Okay, so back to our presentation, and the last skill is Humanizer. And this is one of those skills every single person who generates AI content should install. So there's currently a problem with AI content. Since everyone is using AI for writing these days, it becomes rather easy to identify generative text. And this is where Humanizer comes in, because it basically humanizes AI text and content. It scans your text for 28 different AI writing patterns. It scores your text from 0 to 100, so higher means it's more robotic. And then it humanizes it. It rewrites it till it's clean. And it also goes back and rechecks to make sure that everything is organic. So here's an example. So I have this text. So it says, in today's rapidly evolving digital landscape, artificial intelligence has fundamentally transformed the way we approach content creation. Now, obviously, there's a whole bunch of really complicated AI text. So what I'll do is I'll copy this text and I'll put it into OpenClaw. So it ran an analysis and it said that it's 63 out of 100. So moderately AI influenced, found 18 matches. So it says original score 63, 18 AI matches. So humanized version, AI changed how people make content. That's not news anymore, it's just true. Tools like ChatGPT and Midjourney let solo creators do what used to take a small team. Now that's amazing. So it even gives you a score and outline as well. So the rewrite score is 30 out of 100, which is really good. So it killed all the 17 AI vocabulary flags, things like rapidly evolving, digital landscape, so on and so forth. So you could keep going as well. So I could tell Bob to rewrite it further so the score drops, but then you don't want to do that. You don't want to change the original meaning. So just one rewrite is enough, and this is where I would leave it. So there you have it. These 3 skills changed how I use AI. Research that used to take 2 hours now takes 4 minutes. I haven't filled out a form manually in weeks, and anything I write gets checked before it even leaves my computer. I'll leave a link to all of these commands in the description. Just ask your OpenClaw agent to install it for you. And all 3 of these skills have clean security audits. And if you're not using OpenClaw just yet, I've got a 5-minute setup guide right here. So if you like this video, then leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.